narcissist will seek revenge. These are warning signs you can't ignore. A budding narcissist may appear charming at first, but excessive indulgence and idolization from parents or others can shape them into adults who perceive themselves as infallible. They dedicate years to manipulating others to conform to their idealized world, yet with time, they drift further from reality until they vanish like figures in a painting. Such is the essence of a narcissist's life. Now, navigating frustration with a narcissist is an entirely different ordeal. Any slight inconvenience feels like a personal affront to them, and experiencing frustration in public is akin to public humiliation. Their concept of frustration is peculiar as well. It encompasses not just disagreement, but also the mere act of asserting boundaries or refusing to comply with their wishes. Independence or differing opinions are interpreted as deliberate acts of harm, viewed as personal assaults aimed at tormenting them. It's a perplexing mindset, isn't it? When confronted with frustration, narcissists experience a profound blow to their ego, instigating unease and triggering heightened stress and anxiety. This internal turmoil erodes their usual defenses and emotional equilibrium, often leading to a transformation resembling borderline behavior. In simpler terms, when under stress or anxiety, narcissists may exhibit behaviors reminiscent of individuals with borderline personality disorder, such as tantrums, intensified emotions, and struggles with negative sentiments like anger and envy. The frustration may exacerbate their tendencies. In extreme cases, they might even exhibit traits akin to primary psychopathy. It's a departure from the progression observed in individuals with borderline personality disorder, who may develop characteristics associated with secondary psychopathy under similar circumstances. In the realm of frustration, both narcissists and borderlines often struggle, resorting to desperate measures to alleviate their discomfort. While healthy individuals may respond to frustration with assertive actions aimed at resolving the issue, narcissists may exhibit external aggression, escalating to verbal or physical violence in what is termed as a coercive snap. In essence, narcissists endeavor to impose their expectations onto others, seeking to mold them into their idealized image, disregarding their autonomy. When met with resistance, they may resort to extreme tactics, including acts of violence. It's crucial to grasp that narcissists frequently internalize their frustration, struggling to discern external triggers. Their perception of reality is skewed, viewing people and objects as mere extensions of themselves rather than autonomous entities. To a narcissist, others exist solely within the confines of their own thoughts, interacting with a constructed image rather than the actual individual. Consequently, when confronted with frustration, they perceive it as originating from within themselves, prompting aggressive reactions in an attempt to alleviate their discomfort and reshape others to fit their idealized image. Dealing with a narcissist proves challenging, as they do not engage with others as individuals, but rather as projections of their own fantasies. This can result in frustration and potentially explosive outbursts of rage. Until they release their rigid mental constructs or exert control over external factors, the cycle of frustration persists, often leading to further conflict. In times of extreme stress, narcissists can transition into a borderline state characterized by impulsive and destructive actions, culminating in the infamous outbursts known as borderline rage. When a narcissist adopts a cold and calculated demeanor in the morning, akin to the classic psychopath, it reflects a premeditated, empathy-deficient state. Both the borderline and psychopathic states are steeped in fantasy, as narcissism serves as a maladaptive defense mechanism, impairing reality testing and imbuing situations with fantastical elements, including these distinct self-states. The psychopathic state within a narcissist is undeniably chilling, reminiscent of extreme cases exemplified by individuals like Chris Watts. It represents a frightening phase that follows a covert period, serving as a bridge between borderline and psychopathic states. Initially, individuals exhibiting certain behaviors may appear perfectly ordinary, adept at masking their true intentions. Instead of outward displays of anger or frustration, they opt for conciliation, compromise, and displays of kindness, even assuming the role of an ideal partner. However, beneath this veneer of normalcy lies a subtle heaviness, moodiness, and hint of cruelty. They employ sarcasm and bitterness, avoid confronting challenges directly, and maintain a facade of civility and care. Despite outward appearances, these individuals harbor malevolent intentions, clandestinely plotting harm, whether physical or career-related, against their targets. The execution of these nefarious schemes, whether carried out covertly or overtly, creates a web of deception that can lead victims to misconstrue the true nature of their intentions. Despite any semblance of control the victim may perceive, the lasting damage inflicted by these vindictive acts manifests like a parasitic wound, deeply traumatizing and challenging to overcome. Let's embark on a journey into the borderline state, a realm characterized by two distinct manifestations. The first form is abrupt and explosive, often witnessed in narcissists who unleash torrents of intense anger or tantrums without warning. Conversely, the second version unfolds more gradually, as the narcissist subtly engineers conflicts, aiming to deflect blame onto others. This insidious approach is a hallmark of covert narcissism. In either scenario, when a narcissist grapples with stress or adversity, they may transition into this state, catching others off guard with either a sudden tempest or a slow, simmering build-up of tension. Beware of those who, despite nursing wounds, veil their true intentions behind a facade of normalcy, biding their time until the opportune moment to strike. Certain individuals, as a means of self-defense, habitually assign blame to others for their own actions and may resort to aggression or violence to rationalize their behavior, deeming it indispensable for their survival. Victory becomes an obsession for them, and defeat can precipitate profound feelings of despondency, fueling tendencies towards substance abuse and detachment from reality. They often wield psychological manipulation, particularly towards those in their inner circle, intensifying their aggression when they perceive emotional closeness as a threat. Some may escalate from verbal cruelty to physical violence, objectifying others rather than recognizing their humanity. Those harboring deep-seated paranoia or harboring vengeful impulses pose significant risks, resorting to tactics like stalking and harassment. Delving into the realm of vengeance, we find a primal instinct ingrained within human nature, yet the manner in which it manifests varies greatly among individuals. Those with inflated egos often mishandle this pursuit, failing to grasp its complexities. A healthier approach to revenge entails focusing on principles of fairness and reinstating a sense of security for the victim, rather than merely seeking retribution against the wrongdoer. It strives to ensure accountability for the perpetrator, provides solace for the victim, and garners societal recognition of the wrongdoing. However, vengeance can morph into a destructive force when it evolves into an all-consuming obsession, dominating one's thoughts and precipitating self-destructive behaviors. Without intervention, this fixation can corrode relationships and jeopardize mental well-being, potentially culminating in dire consequences over time. Narcissistic retribution, on the other hand, serves as a tool for narcissists to bolster their fragile egos and assuage their wounded pride when confronted with humiliation or embarrassment. In such instances, They often deflect blame onto themselves and endeavour to assert their dominance in order to quell any lingering feelings of inadequacy. For those grappling with narcissistic tendencies, my videos offer valuable insights on navigating such behaviours. The narcissist's narrative unfolds as follows. You are in the wrong. I am akin to a deity, and I shall reaffirm my superiority by exacting retribution upon those who have wronged me. This narrative typically originates from a perceived humiliation, which clashes starkly with the narcissist's grandiose self-image of omnipotence, brilliance, and infallibility. By inflicting suffering upon those they perceive as perpetrators, narcissists seek to reclaim their sense of importance, thereby restoring their inflated self-perception. In essence, when the narcissist metes out punishment to someone they perceive as a transgressor, someone who refuses to comply with their wishes, challenges their authority, or causes them embarrassment, they reclaim their skewed perception of omnipotence, once again assuming a godlike aura. If you find yourself fixating on thoughts of revenge, take a moment to introspect and discern whether these impulses stem from wounded pride or unhealthy narcissistic tendencies. Redirect your focus towards addressing the legitimate feelings of hurt rather than succumbing to narcissistic impulses. Evaluate whether your desire for retribution is grounded in fairness and righteousness or driven by selfish motives, as it often tends to be the latter. Remember, seeking retribution to restore equilibrium and safeguard yourself is legitimate, but ensure it does not serve to inflate your own ego. Strive to assert your rights and foster reconciliation instead of seeking vindictive gratification. I simply long for a return to the status quo, to restore things to how they once were. Serves as a coping mechanism to cope with the pain inflicted by another's deliberate wrongdoing. Compensation and restitution for harm are avenues for rectifying the situation in a practical and equitable manner, a form of just recompense beneficial to all parties involved. When confronted with harm, individuals typically respond in one of two ways, through punitive self-righteousness or by seeking pragmatic, fair solutions to rectify the situation. Healthy individuals typically gravitate towards the latter option, while those characterized by self-centeredness and an inflated sense of self-worth tend to resort to the former. Thus lies the fundamental difference between these two archetypes. I hope I haven't conveyed an overly aggressive demeanour, but if I have, know that you have the autonomy to respond as you see fit, whether through punitive measures, righteous indignation, or by seeking amicable and practical solutions. The choice is yours. Hello viewers, it's great to have you back on our channel. Today, we're delving into a topic that resonates with many of you. Navigating the tricky waters of dealing with narcissists attempting to re-enter your life after implementing no contact. This is a critical aspect of self-care and healing that deserves our attention. Throughout this video, we'll be identifying key warning signs that may indicate a narcissist's attempt to break through your boundaries. By recognizing these signs early on, you can empower yourself to maintain the emotional space you've worked hard to establish. As we embark on this discussion, it's essential to acknowledge the challenges that arise when dealing with narcissistic individuals. Narcissists can be persistent, and their tactics may vary, making it crucial to remain vigilant in protecting your mental and emotional well-being. We'll be sharing practical strategies and insights to help you navigate these encounters effectively. Whether you're currently facing such a situation or want to equip yourself for potential future scenarios, our goal is to provide you with the tools to stand firm in your commitment to maintaining a healthy distance from toxic influences. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore the signs and strategies that can empower you on your journey to healing and self-discovery. Remember, you're not alone in this, and together, we can build a community that fosters resilience, growth, and empowerment. Now let's jump into the video and navigate this important topic together. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Your support is invaluable, and we're grateful to have you as part of our community. Before delving into the discussion below, let's explore some concerning tactics employed by narcissists, ranging from espionage on social media to the intricacies of the flying monkey strategy. Recognizing and understanding these manipulative techniques is crucial for safeguarding your personal boundaries. Now, let's navigate through each point to empower you in dealing with these challenging situations. 1. Espionage on social media. Social media espionage is a concerning aspect of modern interpersonal relationships, especially when dealing with individuals who exhibit narcissistic tendencies. The insatiable desire for control, a characteristic often associated with narcissism, prompts these individuals to closely monitor the online activities of those around them. In the digital age, where personal lives are intricately woven into the fabric of social media platforms, recognizing the signs of such espionage becomes crucial. From tracking likes and comments to scrutinizing personal posts, narcissists exploit the openness of social media to feed their need for control. As we navigate the digital landscape, it is imperative to develop strategies to identify and limit their access to our personal lives, thereby safeguarding our privacy and maintaining a healthier online presence. Understanding the dynamics of social media espionage involves recognizing the various methods employed by narcissists to infiltrate and manipulate personal information. They may use subtle tactics, such as creating fake profiles to keep a closer eye on their targets, or engage in manipulative conversations to extract sensitive details. By staying vigilant and informed, individuals can better protect themselves from falling victim to these invasive behaviors. Additionally, fostering a culture of digital literacy and promoting responsible social media usage can contribute to creating an environment where narcissistic tendencies find less fertile ground to thrive. The prevalence of social media espionage underscores the importance of establishing clear boundaries in the online realm. Recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior and actively implementing measures to limit their access is crucial for maintaining a healthy digital presence. As we navigate the intricate web of social media, awareness and proactive steps can empower individuals to reclaim control over their personal information and ensure a more secure and fulfilling online experience. 2. Anonymous communication. Anonymous communication can be a source of intrigue and sometimes discomfort, especially when receiving messages from unknown numbers. It is a common tactic employed by narcissists to catch individuals off guard, exploiting the element of surprise for their own manipulative purposes. The sudden arrival of messages from unfamiliar contacts can be unsettling, leading to potential emotional manipulation or attempts to engage in deceptive conversations. In such situations, it becomes crucial for individuals to develop a sense of vigilance and adopt strategies to effectively screen and manage these anonymous communications. To navigate the challenges posed by anonymous messages, individuals can implement various precautionary measures. One essential tip is to refrain from responding immediately and impulsively to such messages. Taking a moment to assess the situation and considering the potential risks associated with engaging in conversation with an unknown contact can help prevent falling prey to manipulation. Additionally, leveraging available technologies such as reverse phone lookup services or mobile apps can aid in identifying the source of the anonymous communication. By incorporating these tools into one's communication practices, individuals can gain more control over their interactions and protect themselves from potential harm. In the digital age, fostering awareness and education about the risks associated with anonymous communication is paramount. It is essential to empower individuals with the knowledge and skills needed to identify and respond to potential threats effectively. Educational campaigns, online safety seminars, and community discussions can play a crucial role in raising awareness about the tactics employed by those who engage in anonymous communication for malicious purposes. By fostering a culture of digital literacy and resilience, society can collectively work towards minimizing the impact of deceptive communication strategies and promoting a safer online environment for everyone. 3. Big news manipulation. In the realm of big news manipulation, individuals with narcissistic tendencies often exploit significant or even fabricated events to manipulate emotions and gain sympathy. Their aim is to break down your emotional defenses and control your reactions. It is crucial to develop the ability to independently verify information and discern the authenticity of news shared by such individuals. By honing this skill, one can resist falling victim to emotional manipulation and maintain a more objective perspective. Learning to scrutinize the validity of news and discerning the motives behind its dissemination is a key aspect of navigating relationships with individuals who may engage in manipulative behaviors. To safeguard oneself against big news manipulation, it is essential to stay informed about current events from reliable sources and fact-check information before reacting emotionally. Developing critical thinking skills allows individuals to question the veracity of news presented to them and discern whether it serves a genuine purpose or is intended solely for manipulation. By cultivating a habit of skepticism and independent inquiry, individuals can better protect themselves from falling prey to emotional manipulation orchestrated by those seeking to exploit significant news events for their own gain. 4. Long-winded messages and closure pretense. In the realm of manipulative communication, the utilization of long-winded messages stands out as a strategic ploy. These protracted emails or letters, seemingly innocuous at first glance, are meticulously crafted to elicit a specific reaction. The verbosity serves as a means to draw attention, manipulate emotions, and assert control over the recipient. Interestingly, responding to such messages, even with a negative tone, inadvertently plays into the manipulator's hands by validating their tactics and boosting their ego. Understanding the underlying motives behind these verbose communications is crucial in breaking free from their influence. One effective approach to counteracting the impact of long-winded messages is to resist the temptation to engage directly. Instead of providing the anticipated response, individuals can choose to disengage and set boundaries. This shift in behavior denies the manipulator the satisfaction of a reaction and disrupts their intended power dynamic. Additionally, fostering open communication with others who may have experienced similar tactics can provide valuable insights and support in navigating these challenging situations. By recognizing and addressing the underlying motivations behind such elaborate messages, individuals empower themselves to break free from manipulation and foster healthier, more authentic interactions. 5. Frequent encounters. Frequent encounters with a narcissist in familiar places can be unsettling, but it's essential to recognize that these occurrences are not mere coincidences. Narcissists often strategically position themselves in places where they know you frequent, intending to disrupt your peace of mind and maintain control. To effectively implement a no-contact strategy, it is crucial to stay vigilant and employ avoidance tactics without engaging in confrontation. By understanding their tactics and refusing to be drawn into their manipulative games, you can safeguard the integrity of your no-contact approach and prioritize your well-being. Maintaining awareness of the narcissist's presence in your frequented spaces empowers you to navigate these situations with resilience and poise. Develop a proactive mindset that allows you to anticipate potential encounters, enabling you to take preemptive measures to protect yourself emotionally. This might involve altering your routine, seeking support from friends and loved ones, or even considering professional assistance. By actively managing these situations, you can fortify your commitment to the no-contact strategy, ensuring that the narcissist's attempts to disrupt your peace are thwarted, and you can continue on your path to healing and self-discovery. 6. Sending a flying monkey. In the realm of dealing with narcissists, the flying monkey strategy serves as a cunning tactic employed by them. This approach involves the use of third parties as intermediaries to either gather information about your life or manipulate you into breaking the no-contact barrier. Narcissists may enlist friends, family members, or acquaintances as their flying monkeys, encouraging them to subtly or overtly intervene in your affairs. It becomes crucial to recognize these attempts and fortify your defenses against potential intrusions. By staying vigilant and identifying when someone is being used as a pawn in the narcissist's game, you can protect your emotional well-being and maintain the boundaries you've established. To counteract the flying monkey strategy effectively, it's essential to establish clear and assertive boundaries with mutual connections. Communicate openly with friends and family about your decision to implement no contact with the narcissist and explain the reasons behind it. Educating those close to you about the manipulative tactics employed by narcissists can empower them to resist being drawn into the web of deceit. Encourage mutual connections to respect your boundaries and avoid becoming unwitting accomplices in the narcissist's attempts to disrupt your peace of mind. By fostering a supportive network that understands and respects your need for distance, you strengthen your ability to navigate the challenges posed by the flying monkey strategy. In conclusion, it's crucial to recognize that a narcissist's reappearance is a strategic move centered on manipulation, not genuine affection. Whether through charm or provocation, their primary aim is to assert dominance and secure a narcissistic supply. To safeguard your well-being, it is imperative to embrace the strategy of no contact steadfastly. By blocking communication channels and fortifying your emotional boundaries, you can deprive the narcissist of the reactions they crave. Additionally, seek solace in the support of reliable friends and family who can provide understanding and strength. Remember, the potency of silence cannot be overstated when it comes to thwarting the narcissist.